The Pittsburgh Steelers have ran the exact same run play at least 10 times in the Raiders game. So, don't let the media fool you. You hear all this high talk about Matt Canada's play calling just based off this one game of the Pittsburgh Steelers scoring more points against the Raiders on offense. But I'm here to say, yes, there is good things, but then there's also bad things as well. And you have to kind of look at both of them. I know some of you watching the game, you've seen this exact same thing that I saw. When he was calling the run plays, when Matt Canada was calling the plays, he would call the exact same play at least 10 times. And I'm going to put the play on the screen right now. I'm going to show you two of them that happened within the first two drives. And I know there's other ones because obviously I'm watching the game and I saw it, but I just don't want to go through the whole game and just get the picture for each of them. So here are the two of the first two drives of him calling the exact same run play. I know there's at least 10 because each time he ran this play, I was counting it out loud and I got up to 10 of the exact same run play. And it's not just that he's calling the exact same play, it's calling the exact same play and it not working over and over again. It only worked for more than 15 yards or more than 10 yards one time in the middle of the third quarter. And that's the reason why Najee Harris got his big run. But other than that big run that Najee Harris got the one time, it didn't work. It was still only getting like 5 yards, 2 yards a pop. And I know that the Raiders probably saw this and it was easy for them to stop because you look at the alignment of the play. It is not like any other alignment that you see of natural plays and running the ball. This alignment is weird. It has a fake wide receiver screen on the opposite side of Kenny Pickett's throwing arm. He would have to throw completely across his body and completely backwards in order to hit the screen. You look at this first one that's on the screen right now, there's a screen going to his right side with the wide receiver, Allen Robinson, dropping back a little bit, and then George Pickens blocking for him. But all the times that they called this play, it was actually a run play. They did not throw the wide receiver screen one time, so it makes it even more easier to stop. And like I said, Kenny Pickett is handing the ball off to Najee Harris here. And look at the way Kenny Pickett is facing. He's facing completely opposite than the screen. If you're going to do a fake screen, why wouldn't you have this alignment of Allen Robinson, or even when Kelvin Austin was doing the screen, Allen Robinson and George Pickens on the left side of the field? Because that would make it easier for him to fake the handoff and throw the screen. But you look at this alignment right here, and you have Kenny Pickett handing the ball off with him facing completely opposite than the screen, making it no chance for him to even throw that screen. And even the second one, you see the second picture, it's the exact same thing. Kenny Pickett is facing the complete opposite way of the screen, making him have no chance of turning all the way around and throwing the screen to keep the defense honest. Whenever the Steelers come out in this formation, you just know it's going to be a run play. And you even look at how off balance it is. There's basically no one on the right side of the field, meaning that all the cornerbacks and all the defensive players on the right side of the field, or when they run in the opposite way on the left side of the field, there's no players on that side of the field to help block, meaning all the cornerbacks and defensive backs on that side, the lopsided side, are able to just come into the box, stand there, and make a play because it's crowded and there's no blockers on the outside to even fake a screen or to fake a route to keep the defensive backs honest to have to drop back into coverage. When you're making it all crowded like that and you know that there's not going to be a screen, there's not going to be a route run on the play, it's just a pure run play, and you call this play 10 times a game, it just doesn't make sense to why you keep running the exact same play when it's not working and you're crowding the box. It many times went for negative yards. Like I said, the only time it was successful is when Najee Harris had that big run for like 15 yards. But other than that, it really did nothing the entire game. And it was just poor play calling and poor execution as well on the play. And just a terrible design altogether for having no reason to have that screen on the opposite side. But Najee Harris said after the game that him and the offensive line talked about the preparation for this Raiders game. Here's the quote. Me and the O-line sat down and we talked about what runs we think work best. And they asked me what I like, but I never tell them what I like because it doesn't matter what I like. They like these runs and they executed. So the O-line won the game for us. So when we run the ball, it opens up a lot. That's our identity. We gotta run the ball. That's who we are. That's who we've been for the last 3 years of me being here. We've always been a team that can't run the ball. Can run the ball. If you run the ball, it opens up everything else. So yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's right, are a run-first team. And when you run the ball, it opens things up for the wide receivers and creates space for the offense and space for the receivers to run routes and be more open. And when you look at last season, towards late in the season, when Najee Harris started getting things going, it opened things up for Kenny Pickett and the offense to make more plays. But you have to look at the way that they're running the ball and the way that they're making the box be stacked. And this is Najee Harris on how teams play them. Every team is going to play us a certain way. Sometimes the run ain't going to be there because they pack the box. The Browns had one high safety. The Raiders were packing the box a good amount too. You just got to make it work. So he's saying that the teams are packing the box against him, but I don't think he's realizing the reason why they're doing that is because of the play call concept and the formation that they're coming out in. If they come out in different formations and have different plays and kind of trick the defense into thinking it's a different look, even though it's not a different look and you're still running the ball, you could do that. You could create designs where it looks like it's a pass play, where you know the Steelers usually pass out of, and just call a run play instead. But when you're calling the exact same run play and you're letting the team stack the box, that's why it's not working. You're letting the team stack the box against you and not doing anything different. So, obviously, he's saying that he sat down with the offensive line. They talked about some plays that they like. Obviously, the Steelers are more of a zone run team, so I guess they like that zone run. But that doesn't mean that you can't run more zone run plays, but not have to run more different plays that are zone run. You don't have to run the exact same play every single time. You could run something else that's similar, that gives the defense a different look, and so they don't know what you're doing. But when you come out in a fake wide receiver screen every single time, that just throws the Raiders a hint that you're running the ball and it's not going to be a pass play and they can stack the box. And that just doesn't make sense. The design of the play was terrible. But then you also have these other guys. And the reason why this is my thumbnail saying don't let the media fool you is because you have these other guys like Dan Orlovsky, who was trashing Matt Canada last week against the Browns, but this week after this game, he was actually praising them, saying he was running some unique plays, he was running different style plays. Obviously, he didn't watch the game. Obviously, he doesn't know what he's talking about because they ran the exact same run play 10 times. So how are you going to say he ran different plays when he ran this exact same play so many times over and over? Yes, the offense was better. I'm not going to be a Demi Downer saying the offense wasn't better because of execution. The offense was a little bit better, not entirely better, because they still only scored basically one touchdown. If it wasn't for the 72-yard touchdown, they've really only had one other drive, and that was a Pat Freiermuth touchdown drive where they did anything. If it wasn't for Kenny Pickett hitting the one play over the top for 72 yards, for a one-play touchdown, it wouldn't have been the score it would have been, and the Steelers' offense would have still struggled without that play. So the Steelers' offense still needs to get better, and hopefully Matt Canada watches the film. He gets better and better each week, and hopefully Kenny Pickett gets better and better each week as well, and the Steelers just don't run the exact same play over and over and over again and expect different results when we know what the results have been throughout the game and throughout the season thus far. There's other guys like Bryant McFadden saying that the Steelers offense looked amazing, even better than last week, and I just don't see that. I see a little bit better, but not entirely better, where you could say Matt Canada is being unique. He was not being unique. It was just better execution on certain plays. But with that being said, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? That Matt Canada called this play that's on the screen 10 plus times in the game I know they won the game, so obviously it doesn't matter, and all you want is a win. But him calling this play, making his plays predictable, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on this. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content, analysis, reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post next Steelers video. I cover everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, rumors, highlights, reports, and we're in season now. And there's many things going on, and I drop a video every single day covering the Steelers, whether that's news or anything else. So if you want one spot for Steelers news, this is a spot to subscribe to. And if you don't want to have to read anything and you just want to listen to your favorite team, this is a spot. So like, comment, subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.